is something we don't talk about. Mental health is something we don't talk about. And then suicide is something that we don't talk about, which gives us a problem because it means that we are not talking about three issues which are so tightly interconnected. And so this is a really welcome opportunity, especially in the context that we are living in, where lots of people are struggling.
Those that have seen me speak before, you'll know that I experience bipolar disorder. I've had my own mental health challenges that I manage and still do. But also I've had periods where I've been in debt and I've been struggling financially a number of years ago. And that can cause depression. So I think when we start to look at the relationship between our mental health and our financial wellness, we can start to understand that it's pretty complex and it can be a vicious circle, it can be quite cyclical. The context of world events, cost of living, etc. in the last few years have put a lot of us under financial pressure, and that can cause challenges to our mental health.
So 10 years ago, I lost my husband to suicide, and that clearly had a profound effect on me, my outlook on life, and especially my financial well-being. So I, at that time, was actually on maternity leave, so I wasn't working. I had two very small children, one that was only 6 months old, and overnight I became a single parent. So financial well-being was something which, if I'm honest, I'd never considered before that point. And all of a sudden I was navigating this world where I was desperately trying to understand what had happened to lead my husband to make that decision and to that point. Grappling with my own grief, obviously, trying to look after a relatively new baby, and worrying about how on earth I was going to keep a roof over our heads. So these sort of topics became incredibly important very quickly, and I spent the next few years on a real path of discovery, I suppose. And of course, 10 years ago, we weren't really talking about mental health in the workplace in the way that we are now. We certainly weren't talking about financial well-being, and I absolutely agree with everything that's been said, that I think we are much more open in talking about mental health as a topic now, but financial well-being, I think, is still a few years behind that. So anything we can do that addresses those topics, which we've seen already are so very closely linked, is really important.